Hi everyone, it's Raina. So this video is for those people who have their natal Jupiter in the 7th house of committed partnership. Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion, so we're always eager to find out where it resides in the natal chart because we know that whatever house it's in, it's going to bring us more opportunities in life. And it's going to give us that sense of being aligned, like everything just clicks in that area in one way or the other, you know. And with the 7th house, we really associate that with marriage and related types of committed partnerships, but it can be like business partnerships as well. And the 7th house are legal matters, can be public relations, so how you relate to the public, how they view you, and things like that. Open enemies is the 7th house, believe it or not. So just getting that one out of the way really quickly, Jupiter makes it so that you always best anyone who tries to bring you down because Jupiter is such a great force, a benevolent force, that it acts in a protective way, gives you that good luck that prevents anyone from doing anything to you. I don't know, that I think it's like a phrase in the Bible, no weapons formed against me shall prosper, that kind of thing. Before I continue, I just want to give a shout out to advancedastrology.com, which helped me compile this list. I always paraphrase, so I don't want to make it seem like whatever I say is exactly what they meant, because, I'm inferring things from what they're writing and then putting it in my own words. But anyway, because of the benevolent nature of Jupiter, it stands to reason that having Jupiter in the 7th house would mean that marriage increases your luck in life. And again, I just want to say that marriage is not only what you sign on a dotted line, a contract. It's any kind of like a live-in relationship where you are committed to that person. And so even if we just say moving in together, but it increases your luck in life, and not just luck, but it can open up your life. It can expand it. So one of the things that they mentioned was that your partner could be wealthy. Well, if somebody marries somebody with money, it just stands to reason that that person can take you places. You can go on long distance trips, and it opens up your whole world. But maybe the other person is well educated. I didn't see that, but I just realized that could be it too, because Jupiter relates to higher education. So you may, whenever you have planets in the 7th house, that can give you an idea of what your future partner is going to look like. I'm not just talking about physical appearance, but how their different characteristics, And in this case, you could have a foreign partner, somebody that's from another country. You could have somebody that's an actual Sagittarian. You could have somebody who is very wise as a partner. Maybe they're involved in some kind of a spiritual type of work, or they just have a spiritual demeanor, philosophical demeanor. Now, one of the things that those were things that I came up with. They mentioned being a foreigner, and having wisdom, but it can be somebody who is a Sag. And they mentioned could be older than you. I don't really know why they say that, because Jupiter, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't have anything to do with chronological age. They mention wisdom, but that isn't necessarily connected to one's chronological age. So, oh well, I don't know what they mean. Your business partner could be somebody, maybe it's from another country, or they make you go to another country, or your job itself requires you to travel. Because this is the house of public relations, you can enjoy popularity. So it's how people perceive you, and people can perceive you in a very good way because you come across, positive. Jupiter is about positivity, and that's the demeanor that you exude to the public at large. And there's a possibility of kind of hobnobbing with the upper crust, if you will. And that is also about the kind of people that you might deal with. Jupiter, because it is connected to wealth, could mean that you are dealing with people who have that kind of money behind them, or just like connections, like they can hook you up because they're in prominent members of society. You might even be viewed as a teacher. People may see you as a mentor, and I'm not saying that this would be in some kind of a formal position. This can simply be because you that's part of the image that you seem to exude, is somebody who has that knowledge, and other people might look up to you as somebody that they can learn from. So whether it's like that you're really and you may want to do that. I'm not even talking about necessarily as a profession, although of course that could be the case as well, but you just like to share what you know. But they did mention legal professions, and of course those can run the gamut. Obviously, you can be a paralegal, you could be a lawyer, a judge, and that kind of a thing. They didn't mention, I didn't see anything with politics, but usually that is also associated with, the law. So perhaps that as well. So I would also say, too, that if you are engaged in legal matters, the chance is that you're going to be lucky if you ever have to deal with anything connected to the law. Also, another profession that they mentioned is sales, and they also mention advertising, and they are kind of connected in some ways. And one of the things that they mentioned with sales is this sense of being very enthusiastic, and that being helpful in, I guess you would say, convincing people to buy whatever it is that you're selling. And I think that the reason that they mention enthusiasm is because of that positivity factor that Jupiter is all about. And whenever you're trying to sell something, if you come across as very enthusiastic about whatever it is, obviously that's going to impress people quite a bit, because you make it seem like you really have a lot of faith in whatever it is that you're promoting. And so, yeah, I mean, I think that this can be very good in your dealings with other people. They mention being a team player. And this is because the seventh house in astrology is ruled by Libra, and Libra's ruler is Venus. So Venus is all about harmony, and when you're dealing with other people, part of harmony is cooperation, and that's what being a team player is. So I would say in general that having Jupiter here can be very helpful for somebody who is trying to enlist the aid of others in helping them along, and that just naturally occurs for you, that other people want to help you. So that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.